Guys, this is part 4 of the Bulletproof Game series. Now, this is going to expand a little bit more, not just to picking up women, but I want to ask you a question and see if you can relate. Listen, do you feel like ever that your thoughts are just running away from you? They're escaping, and you're trying to get a hold of them, you're trying to bring them back, but maybe this worry is so fucking stupid too. It's like such a fucking stupid thought, but it's bugging the shit out of you. And it's pulling you over here, and you're just like, and then you try to think yourself out of that. You try to come up with the solution, and you maybe get a little bit of thought that's a little bit of solution, but then you forget that, and you're just like more pissed. You're just like, what the hell, man? Why is it so difficult to be a man, to be a human that is like functioning pretty damn well as a human? It can be so difficult sometimes, whether that's approaching the woman or if that's being alone by yourself. And so this voice in our head, it's like we're constantly being taken out of our center, our present, our frame. We've talked about this, the masculine core, the epicenter. This is just, you've got to learn, guys. You've got to be alone with your thoughts, which a lot of us are alone, but are we really cool with our thoughts? No, I'm in front of this camera right now. It's easy for me to sort of get carried away in some mindset, realize I'm in front of this audience. So that can sort of trigger me to be a little scared. And what are they thinking about me? But if I bring it back, I'm just again, I'm in my house, I'm talking, I'm in front of a camera, everything's cool. I mean, sure, you're going to watch this, but it's cool. It's like I'm in my frame. See, but that comes with focus. That comes with the ability to pay attention and be centered with doing what you're doing. To pay attention to yourself. The feelings, the emotions, what is real. To find out what is real and to be able to hold on to that. And so that's literally how we evolved. If you look back into evolution, this is Robert Greene's 48 Mastery. That is how we evolved. We have two eyes in the front, able to focus. And then we came across this little branch, and we decided to tie a rock to it. And then we looked at that long enough, and we picked up a coconut, and wham! And then we take out the coconut water and the fatty innards, and we give it to some of the other tribe. And now we have a device, the coconut cracking tool. And you know what? You look at that a little bit longer, and then when that other monkey is giving you shit, you take that tool and you just bash him upside the head. Now you got a weapon, right? And that is by focusing. And now look, what if I add just a little thing? Instead of using my hands when I'm eating this soup and scraping out whatever bone marrow, let me just tie a little thing to a stick, and now I have a spoon. But that right there, we evolved like that. Focus, attention. And so it goes to, if we can be advanced human beings, if we can continue to grow, if everything that we do could benefit by us being present and being able to focus in, the question is, well, what is taking away from our focus more than ever? Listen, guys, you can become bulletproof when you get a hold of this thing. Going to talk to girls becomes way easier because then you don't get tortured. You don't have to suffer with the thoughts that this thing can come up with. It's like, what if you could go up to a girl and she looks at you and you make eye contact and you just said hi. Maybe you have a little conversation. You get her number and your brain didn't beat you up about, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe she didn't really like me. Is she going to call me? But what if you were just chill? How cool would that be if you didn't have to suffer anymore? So what is stealing our focus away from us? And if we're honest with it, what does is probably social media. They say, what's too much social media doing? It's taking away your ability to pay attention. People have more ADHD than ever before. More people are getting prescribed all this medicine because they can't focus. You see this in conversation. People can't wait to talk. If you can't focus in a conversation, you can't listen. If you can't listen, you can't begin to understand that person. So we have very shallow grasps of the other person and the people in our lives. And then I think that expands to us more than ever. We have very shallow grasp of ourselves, who we are. We can't get back to that core, guys. If you are reprogramming yourself on a daily basis to be unfocused, even 1 hour a day spent on social media, and that's fucking low. Imagine if we did a challenge. 1 hour a day, that's like max. Think about what 1 hour a day is for the entire year. 365 hours. Let's do a 40-hour work week, okay? You divide 36 by 4, 360, divided by 40, you get, that's 9 40-hour work weeks. And people, that's 9 40-hour work weeks, and people say to themselves, I can't go to the gym. I can't start this. I can't make time to read. I can't make time for my family. But we can definitely make time, even if it's periodically throughout the day, to check our phones, to scroll. That shit adds up so quick. And I guarantee you, probably all of us are using way more than an hour a day. All right? Way more. That's a bullshit excuse that you don't have time. You do have time. But it's making you depressed, dude. The time is like a mind-blowing concept, how much we're spending. But what about your focus? That's even worse, because now you're not evolving. Now everything else is more difficult. Your focus is being broke. You're programming it for these little hits. You're getting out of your own life. You've literally forgotten how it feels to be a grounded human. How it feels to be a man. How it feels to be fucking like powerful, man. You gotta focus. People are suffering these days. People are depressed, they're lonely, and they're bored and isolated, and we don't even like make this such a crucial conversation that we need to have. You gotta take this stuff seriously, man. You gotta take it seriously. Things will start to make sense when you can get back. Okay, that's what we want. We want things to make sense. We want to stop having to suffer so much. So guys, there it is. Peace.